Ladies and gentlemen, my name is James Scaresbrook, otherwise known as the Intrepid Wino, and welcome to another edition of Let's Taste with the Intrepid Wino. If you missed it, on episode 90 of my wine podcast called The Vincast, I interviewed Neil Robb, the founder or co-founder of Sally's Paddock Red Bank Winery in the Pyrenees region of Victoria, and he when he came to chat, very generously brought me a bottle of the Sally's Paddock, which, as he mentioned on the episode, was the original wine that they conceived the estate to produce. So I am going to unwrap this bottle, and we're going to open it up and taste and talk about it. Sally's Paddock is one of the older vineyards and wine producers in Victoria, I guess, in the second wave, which was, the first wave was sort of back in the 19th century. The second wave was certainly post World War II in the 20th century. So established in 1973, so quite a pedigree. This is the 2012 vintage. It is predominantly Cabernet Sauvignon. There's some Cabernet Franc and some Merlot in there. You will have to check, but I think the recommended retail would be somewhere in the 80s, I think. So this is very much, it has been historically a collector's wine as well. I'm pretty sure Langton's rates it as far as people buying it and selling it and potentially reselling it. So I'm very interested to see what she represents. If you haven't listened to that episode with Neil, I do highly recommend it. Fascinating insight into how far Australian wine has come in the last 40 years. DM cork, high quality. Nice colour. It's darkish, it's not sort of black or purple. There is still quite a bit of red in there. And it's not sort of really intense colour. It's very inviting. There's quite a bit of floral aromatic going on here. It's got sort of a lavender jasmine aromatic. The very classic Cabernet fruit descriptors aromatically, which you're talking about cassis, maybe a little bit of blackberries and plum. Very elegant, very subtle. They're not kind of really over the top and dominating everything. And it's a very kind of elegant and assured oak complement to the aromas. Let's taste. It's quite light. I actually really appreciate that. I think Cabernet, not just in Australia, but in a lot of places all around the world, it's very easy for the wine to be quite heavy, very powerful, big tannins, lots of new oak, higher alcohols. We are looking at a very fresh, very light wine. It's not Pinot Noir light, but for Cabernet dominant red wine, this is quite light. And I think it is probably also a reflection of the Pyrenees region being on the cooler side as far as Australian wine. There is a lovely kind of subtle, savoury edge to it. It does have, it's picking up a little bit of that sort of cigar box element. There is an interesting kind of leatheriness to it. The fruits are very restrained and you can sort of see. I think that this speaks a lot about the age of the vineyard. You know, we're talking about 1973 planting, so you're not going to see a lot of Cabernet Sauvignon that old, outside of maybe places like Coonawarra. I think this is an exceptional wine. It represents very classic Australian wine that didn't kind of bow to the trends of the 90s, looking for, you know, really bombastic expressions of red wine in an effort to chase points from certain wine critics and then, you know, a lot of success in certain markets. This is a very, very maturely made wine, very confident in its expression, representing a very undervalued region in Australia, in my opinion, but also a wine that's been around for a long time and does age very well. It's very drinkable now. I think that, you know, you could put this down for 15 to 20 years at least. So thank you again to Neil for very, very generously bringing me a bottle of the Sally's Paddock. It is very, very appreciated. I might even decant this for this evening. Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you have enjoyed it. Please let me know if you did, and let the guys at Sally's Paddock at Red Bank know that you enjoy the video and that you enjoyed the podcast episode. If you did like the video, please hit that like button, and why not leave a comment below, and come and visit me at intrepidwino.com. I've got lots and lots of other content that you might be interested in, and I'd love to hear from you. But until next time, cheers.